Do you like going to parties?
Yes, I do. I enjoy the lively atmosphere and the opportunity to socialize with friends and meet new people. Parties are a great way for me to relax and unwind after a busy week, and I always look forward to them.
What kind of parties do you like?
I particularly enjoy small gatherings or dinner parties with close friends. These are more intimate and allow for meaningful conversations. While I don't mind larger parties, I find that a smaller setting is more personal and enjoyable for me.
When was the last time you went to a party?
The last party I attended was just last weekend. It was a surprise birthday party for one of my friends. We all gathered at a restaurant, had a delicious meal, and celebrated late into the night. It was a lot of fun.
When was the last time you went to a party?
Yes, parties are very popular. People here often celebrate birthdays, weddings, and festivals with big parties. It's a significant part of our social culture, and it's a way for people to show their hospitality and strengthen their bonds.
Do you prefer big parties or small parties?
I definitely prefer small parties. I find big parties can be overwhelming, and it's difficult to have a real conversation. In a small group, I feel more comfortable and can truly connect with the people around me. I would like to talk about a party that I thoroughly enjoyed a couple of years ago. It was an impromptu get-together, which I believe often turn out to be the best kind. It was hosted at my friend's cozy apartment in the city on a late Saturday evening. We all decided to meet up at the last minute, so there wasn't a lot of planning involved, which added to the relaxed and spontaneous atmosphere. The party was to celebrate my friend completing his final exams. He had been studying relentlessly for months, so we wanted to throw a small celebration to mark the end of his hard work and the beginning of his summer break. It wasn't a formal event with invitations or a set schedule. It was simply a gathering of our closest friends who wanted to share in his accomplishment and enjoy each other's company after a long time. What we did at the party was quite simple. There was no loud music or dancing. We just sat around, chatting and reminiscing about our college days. We also played some board games and shared stories. My friend had prepared some snacks and drinks, and the conversation flowed easily. It was a comfortable and intimate setting where everyone felt at ease. We weren't trying to impress anyone. We were just being ourselves, which made the experience so much more genuine. I enjoyed this party so much because of its genuine and relaxed nature. Unlike big, crowded parties, this one was focused on true connection and meaningful conversation. There was no pressure to be anything other than ourselves. The small group of friends and the peaceful setting created an environment where I could truly relax and feel a sense of belonging. The party was a perfect reminder that the best moments are often the simple ones, and that true happiness comes from spending quality time with the people who matter most. It was a memorable evening that I will always cherish.
How do you think the purpose of parties has changed over time?
The purpose of parties has evolved significantly, particularly with the influence of technology and changing social norms. In the past, parties were often formal affairs, primarily used for community building, marking significant life events like weddings or harvests, and strengthening social hierarchies. They were less about individual expression and more about collective celebration. Today, while these reasons still exist, parties have become much more about personal branding and digital communication. People often host parties to create content for social media, to demonstrate their lifestyle, or to network professionally. The focus has shifted from a communal ritual to a more individualized and even commercialized event, where the success of a party is sometimes measured by its online visibility rather than the quality of the in-person connections made. This is a considerable shift from their historical role as purely face-to-face social gatherings.
What is the role of technology in modern parties?
Technology has transformed modern parties in multiple ways. Before an event, it simplifies the planning process immensely with digital invitations and online platforms for guest lists and RSVPs. During the party itself, technology plays a central role in entertainment. Guests can use streaming services for music, create digital photo booths, and even incorporate virtual reality games. However, the most significant impact is on how we document and share the experience. Smartphones are ubiquitous, allowing people to take photos and videos and share them in real time on social media. This constant documentation can be a double-edged sword, as it can detract from the in-person experience by encouraging people to focus on their phones rather than on the people around them. Despite this, technology is a permanent fixture, enhancing the logistics and entertainment aspects of contemporary gatherings.
Why do some people prefer not to go to parties?
Some people prefer not to go to parties for a variety of reasons, often linked to their personality and comfort levels. For introverts, large social gatherings can be incredibly draining. The constant stimulation and the pressure to engage in small talk can be overwhelming, making them feel more comfortable in smaller, more intimate settings or in their own company. Furthermore, some people might feel a sense of social anxiety or fear of being judged, which can turn a party from a fun event into a source of significant stress. The financial aspect can also be a deterrent, as parties can be expensive, whether it's for a new outfit or for a gift. The expectation of consuming alcohol can also be a reason for some people to avoid parties. Ultimately, the desire for genuine, deep connection over superficial interaction leads many to opt out of parties in favor of more meaningful ways to spend their time.
How do cultural differences influence the way people celebrate?
Cultural differences profoundly influence how people celebrate, dictating everything from the purpose of the gathering to the specific customs and traditions observed. In many Western cultures, for instance, a birthday party is typically an individual-focused event centered around the person being celebrated with gifts and a cake. In contrast, many Asian cultures have more communal celebrations, where a person's birthday is an opportunity to honor and show respect to elders or family, and the focus is on the group rather than the individual. Religious beliefs also play a significant role. Celebrations like Diwali or Christmas are tied to deep spiritual or cultural meanings and are celebrated with specific rituals, foods, and family gatherings. In some cultures, parties may involve singing, dancing, and loud music, while in others, they may be more subdued and centered on quiet conversation. These differences show that a party is never just a party. It is a reflection of a society's values, history, and customs.
What are the disadvantages of a society that places too much importance on parties?
A society that places too much importance on parties can face several disadvantages, both for individuals and the community as a whole. On a personal level, it can create immense social pressure and financial strain. People may feel compelled to attend or host expensive parties to maintain their social status or fit in, which can lead to stress and even debt. This focus on constant celebration can also lead to a more superficial social landscape, where relationships are judged by the number of events attended rather than by genuine connection and support. From a broader societal perspective, a culture of excessive partying can promote materialism and consumerism, as celebrations often involve buying new clothes, gifts, and lavish decorations. It can also lead to issues like excessive alcohol consumption and a focus on fleeting entertainment over more meaningful personal and community development. Ultimately, when parties become the main measure of social success, it can diminish the value of quiet, intimate gatherings and meaningful relationships.